Uh, just before we get started on actually playing, this game is not suitable for children and those who are easily disturbed. The game covers topics such as self-harm, abuse, and suicide. So if that stuff is disturbing to you or potentially triggering or might affect you in any way negatively, for your sake and for everyone else's, skip this and I'm sure you'll be just fine. Don't worry. Otherwise, let's get into it. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression might not have a positive experience playing this game. Would you like to review detailed content warnings which contain spoilers? No. I've played this game before, so I know it all. And it really doesn't trigger any issues I have, but for others, I completely understand. So we're not gonna go into spoilers. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating, blah blah blah. Yes, understood. Alright. That aside, let's get into the cutesy anime women, girls. I'm no longer a minor, so it feels really weird playing this. I'm not gonna lie. But I guess we'll have to get into character, won't we? It just kind of occurred to me how weird this is. We're playing the game for the funsies, alright? And I don't make it weird. I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like this anymore. I think we're gonna cancel. Let alone stream it. Yeah, let me just stream me fanboying over these high school girls. That's not it. I'm gonna get myself put on a list. But let's get into it. Please enter my name. I did put it a speed higher, just to test it out, because I was tinkering with the settings, because this is my second account, because, please enter your name. My name is Blue Sage, that's what it says on my birth certificate. Huh. It is a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. Why can't I type? Why am I having an aneurysm? Alright, we're gonna rock with that, because my name is totally Blue Sage, on my birth certificate and everything. Alright. I'm not gonna do all the crazy enunciations.
Ruined my voice, laugh sad.
It's just twice as fast now. 1.5 times as fast. Hey, question mark, from question mark. I see an annoying girl running towards me in the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You're the kind of friend you'd never see yourself meeting today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. If she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Haha, well she's panting, I don't know how to... I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Yeah, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean. Me. Insert. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. Guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Hey. We cross the street together and make our way to school. This is my first and last name, but it's also Blue Sage, like hyphen. It's my first and last name, but also my first and last name. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I?
Blue is first name and Sage last name last.
Well, no, it is. Blue Sage is my first name, but like my last name is also Blue Sage. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Wow, he's just like me. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I died at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years just because you're not used to the real world. Oh, Sayori. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess. I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. She straight up calls me a NEET. Or like a NEET in the making. So, that's rough. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Alright. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Alright, fun story time here. When I was in high school, I actually got voted vice president of the anime club. So, a lot of the people in it was like an anime and game club. A lot of people brought their like GameCube and Wii's and stuff, and they played Smash Bros. I just played Yu-Gi-Oh! And did other weeb nonsense when I was in high school. But the point is, a lot of the people that were in the club, showrunners if you will, they were seniors, so they graduated, and we needed other people to step up and be proper political structure members. Was I proud? Not necessarily. So here's what happened. There was this kid that we all like unanimously disliked because he was really weird. I'm not gonna lie, he was like creepy weird. It wasn't like a anti-social weird, because that was kind of how I was. I was not a very sociable kid. And this guy was just really, really odd. He did a lot of weird things. I don't want to get into it on stream. Maybe another day. But friend, she comes running across the entire campus to me and my other buddy who were heading that way. We had just grabbed a snack because we had after-school snacks, whatever. She was like, I need you to go, one of you two, to go and run for Anime Club Vice President. So I was just like, okay, cool, I'll do it. And we went there. We all, I think there were like 3 or 4 of us up there. We were the candidates. And we all had to give a little speech about ourselves, how we would change the club, all of this fun stuff. I was perplexed, because again, I'm antisocial, brain-dead high school student. I don't know anything about anything. These guys give all these like well thought out speeches. They're like, I'm gonna do what I can to help the club progress and grow more, this, that, and the other. Like all these motivational speeches about the anime club. And it comes down to me. I'm the last person in line. I don't remember verbatim what I said. I don't remember what I said, period. But I remember hitting the dab. And everyone stood up and cheered, and they were like, okay, we're gonna have you guys step outside. They took the tallies. We all come back in, and I win. For the most bare minimum amount of effort, probably 5 minutes of prep time, if that. I did the dab, and I won. It was terrible. It was horrible. I did not deserve that spot. It was so bad. So terrible, honestly. I hate myself for it because I did not uphold my duties. I had no idea what it entailed. I literally just like dabbed, and everyone stood up and cheered. It was insane. I really genuinely don't understand. High school children brain all across that room. It was insane. I should not have won. But like, there were duties of this club that eventually I just did not take care of as vice president. So someone else ended up stepping up later on down the line, and eventually the club ended up getting canceled because the teacher had to like use his classroom for other things. So yeah, but I was vice president of the anime club. It was an interesting process nonetheless. Hello, Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. Thought I'd catch you coming out of class, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes, so I'm impressed. God dang, she's
Maybe a partner would be helped.
crazy. Maybe a partner would have helped. Well, I was vice president to the main president, so if I had even like had a modicum of knowledge of what duties it entailed, I would have taken the position a little more seriously. Like, I was supposed to be helping organize events, designate like treasury stuff for money, because there were actual events that went on that our club could earn money for, and I did not help with that at all. Like, I didn't know that was a thing. And I was like dying in my classes, so I was just try-harding to get the highest GPA possible that year, so I did not pay enough attention to that position. I mean, in retrospect, it really didn't matter, but there were other people who were putting their heart into it, and I do feel kind of bad for not doing my part. You don't need to wait up for me, it's just going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori, yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Where have I heard that before? Oh. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Sayori she's just like me. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning and to have planned it all out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Be a good friend. Oh, our character's on that EDP type deal. We don't talk about that though. Yes, let's go. Alright, let's peep this out. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I wish I edited my videos. I could slide in an EDP clip. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! A cupcake out of all things. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Girl 1. Finally, girl 1. Sayori always has nice things to say about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Girl 2, certified. And girl 3, the best of all. Ah, me! What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Huh? All words escape from me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Oh no. Body shaming already. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. I want to check something real quick. Oh, they're all 18. Okay, that makes me feel a lot less weird. I had to know, because I don't know if I'd do a part 2 if I was like, oh, all these characters are high school students. The disrespect to thought of these names. I like the names. Natsuki, Sayori.
I thought they were girl 1 and it only laughed.
Oh. Oh, you mean the actual girl 1, girl 2. Finally, girl 1. Oh, no. They all have real names. We're getting into that. But okay, they're all 18, so that makes me feel a lot less creepy about this entire playthrough. Well, it's nice to meet the both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
Left.
That's right. Great to see you again, me. Monica and I do have history, I won't lie. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come, sit down. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, got a little too excited. How about I make some tea as well? Man, how do these guys have the whole choose my words carefully. You do not have the whole bakery. You relate with Yuri? Yuri's probably my second favorite. I don't know, they're all really... We'll discuss rankings at the end of the game. But you just got the tea set. The girls have had a few desks arranged to form a table. Sayori mentioned it's been widened so there's one space next to Monica and one next to Sayori. Personality-wise? Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closets. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn on with icing. Little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. Cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one. Sayori grabs the first one. Monica, I follow. And then Monica. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around with my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. But you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe, but not for you, dummy. Oh, gosh. I'm only emphasizing the whole tsundere thing because it's a little cringy. Alright. I give on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. The what thingy? Tea set? Oh, so basically there's this trope in anime and manga, I guess by extension. There are characters called tsunderes where they're very like, how do I explain it? It's like with Natsuki, for example, she's very stubborn. I think she clearly has an interest in us because she was watching us attentively. Obviously, probably because we were eating the cupcake that she made. So she was very closely paying attention to us, intrigued in our action at that point. And she's just like, I didn't make them for you or anything. It's very stubborn trope. If you Google it, you'll probably get a much better explanation. But it's like difficult to reach, cutesy anime girl, kind of hard to get behavior, but at the end of the day, they still like you, I guess. I don't think that's a proper explanation, but that's the best way I can describe it off the top of my head. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. Glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. Make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Sorry. Debate club last year. I thought it said debate team, but that's not... well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing and the budget, publicity, and how to prepare for events. Yeah, so that's pretty much all the stuff I dipped out on being vice president of the anime club. Like every responsibility that the role entailed. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Yeah, she makes a good point there. I mean, I was never really super popular in school, so I never had to deal with that, but anytime drama occurred in my friend group, it was such a drag to deal with. I mean, obviously we're all stupid high school kids, so it's just like, oh, were you talking to this person? So like, to be friends, mutual friends with two people that were having issues, it was really annoying nonetheless. Like, I had my main group of guy friends, and those were like my default go-to friend group. Best buddies, probably still are best buddies. I mean, kind of fell off, but still best buddies. And I'd have the occasional female friend, and there was a lot of drama with that. I'm not trying to, that's irrelevant, but like, I'd talk to one, they'd have issues with the other one. They're like, oh, well, you shouldn't talk to her because this, that, and the other. And I was just like, okay. And I go talk to the other one just because, not even mentioning the aforementioned conversation. They're like, oh, so-and-so sucks, blah, 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 why you talk to them? And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not in your guys' business. Jesus, wow. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Well, that's cool. Lots of drama. I'm not a huge fan of drama. Like, the guy friend group I mentioned, there was really no issues. Like, we'd obviously have our quarrels here and there, and it was over really stupid things, but ultimately we persevered and prioritized our friendship over anything else. Like, it's just, a lot of times it's so gossipy and all this nonsense, and it's just like, I'm just trying to be cool with everybody, or, you know, the few people that I talk to here and there. It's not like this, that, and the other. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga. Alright, here's a little cringe fact. I have a lot of manga. I have like 2 or 3 totes worth of manga and other like miscellaneous books. I have like the first 13 volumes of Attack on Titan. I have like 30 volumes of My Hero Academia. Probably the most consistent manga I've collected. Hold up. Friendship is man. I still have a group photo of primary schools. Huh. So I think secondary school, that's like, that's not college, right? That's high school. I'm just double checking, that way I can understand a little better. But yeah, for manga, I have all of Death Note. Probably one of the few I have completed. I have Yu-Gi-Oh! R. I have a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh! Volumes here and there. A couple of Zexal, a couple Duelists. I have all of R, though.
Yeah, high school, basically.
High school? Okay. Gosh, what else do I have? I have way too much manga. I spent way too much money on books. That's for sure. Bad habit. I have like all the Percy Jackson books. I have a couple of the Naruto light novels. What else? I have the Aragon series. I don't know. I'm not a huge reader, but I have too many books for my own good. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. What? She likes anime? Not real. Girls don't like anime. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. It's a lot of more than 2 or 3 syllable words, Yuri. How smart do you think I am? Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. I used to read a lot when I was in elementary school or primary school, I guess. Easier way to put it. I read a lot. I think consistently, I think 5th and 6th grade, maybe 4th grade, I was like top 3 reader in my class. Top 3 reader, great vocab. I was one of the top 3 readers in each of those consecutive years. I was honestly like a freaking shoot for the stars student when I first got things going, when I got the ball rolling. I was really great at academics, and then eventually I just kind of fell off. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Uh-oh. Oh, I read a horror book once. Goosebumps book. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you.
Got invited to this Carnegie Library group.
Really? Did you partake? Was that fun? I'm actually gonna change the audio back. Give me a second. I'm gonna unplug my headphones as well. Give me 1 second. I have to change the audio on the text-to-speech because it is killing me how fast it is. That should be better. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful in changing the way you look at the world, only for a brief moment.
I got introduced to new books, one I love so much that it is on my shelf.
Oh, really? I mean, I'm trying to get back into reading, but I don't make the time for it. And that's kind of the issue with a lot of things right now, is my time management is absolutely horrible. I mean, granted, I spend a lot of my free time streaming and stuff just because it's fun. I probably should divide the time up a little better, though. Like, maybe if I even did, like, hour and a half streams a day. Like, I switch from game to game to game. It's rough. I think people are launching fireworks for the 4th of July. So sorry if you guys can hear that. They're, like, sending off, like, 30 of them, so I'll try to point that out. I don't know if the mic can pick it up though. Okay, well, it's just gonna force forward, I guess.
I can't hear them.
Oh, okay, good. Oh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is as cute as you are. Serious? Sidles? What is that? I've never heard that word before. Sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. Sayori, you're going to HR. You hear me? I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself.
What else with the cute pink hair then laugh?
See, that's kind of the thing with tsundere characters, is they have the oxymoron of just being really cutesy and kind of almost pure wholesome type deal, but like just denying it in their dialogue. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example that and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Yeah, it's a stereotype. That's probably what I should have said. I don't know if I said archetype, but yeah, it's a stereotype for a character type thing. Isn't that right? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. You know, what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Huh. Well, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend time every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided that I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, so happy. Suri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been upset. And that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignments. Write a poem and bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Suri and I never walk home together anymore because she always has stayed after school for clubs.
This
sure, might as well.
Super wholesome, not like a dating game laugh.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. Yay! I love this game. It's so wholesome and fun. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Hold on a minute. So this guy, me, at first he sees Natsuki as a...
Sarcasm? Laugh.
Possibly. Not Natsuki, I meant Sayori. He sees Sayori as a liability. He thinks of her as cringe. And all of a sudden he has a change of heart. Because he spent time with her. It's crazy. It's almost as if he batted an eye to her and took into consideration the fact that she's constantly looking out for him. Maybe if he embraced that a little more, will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow close to one of these girls. Or increase your literature capabilities. And there's good cupcakes. When I was in high school, I used to read dictionaries for fun. It was really cringe. I like to expand my vocabulary. I got this really funny kick out of saying a really simple sentence in as complicated a way as possible. So my friends are just like, I have no idea what you're saying. Like, okay. It stroked my minuscule idea of an ego. It was really stupid. I don't know what my problem was. But I mean, there's that little tidbit. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Oh, me too. Yeah, buddy, just hang in there. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. How about you do your homework? Because I know you got homework. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh, wow. Socks, cheer, heartbeat, Doki Doki, ring, fuck, fantasy, disaster. I think we're gonna go with unending.
That is the first hearing someone enjoying a dictionary as a hobby.
I mean, I didn't like enjoy it, but I liked learning new words. It's between passion and hope. I think we'll go with passion. Incongruent. Heaven sent. Infallible. Tragedy. I don't want to choose tragedy. I don't want to choose tragedy. Heaven sent. Ruined. Oh, we're getting all the Yuri words. I don't know. I really don't know the methodology here. What should we do? Should we try to aim for a specific girl? I think that might have been better. Do we aim for a specific girl to catch attention of? Because right now we have 5 for Yuri, 1 for Sayori.
Just be true to yourself.
To be true to myself? Okay, because I'm doing that. That's what I've been doing. And we're getting a lot of Yuri. Hurt horses. Jeez. Sweet, secretive, cute marriage. Starscape. Contamination. Judgment. Chocolate. Proof. Proof. Pickle together. Giggle. Occasion. Prayer. Which is prayer. Does Monica's not up here. Does she have any words? We're gonna Google that. I'm not gonna cheat, but I just want to see if Monica has any. Misery, variance, fester, exploit, sing, sadness, multiplying drops. Trophy earned! Doki Doki Poetry Slam. I'll take it. I think we'll go fester. Oh, Monica doesn't have any poem words. Okay. Alright, no Monica. Rip. Rose, oil, loud, fast. Nope, that's lost. I misread that. Very bad. We'll go with vivacious. Disarray, destiny, kawaii. Go with destiny. Unrequited. I like that word. Oh, Sayori is nice. Parfait, friends, mouse, ocean, captive, shining, anger, vertigo, tone. Oh, Starscape, yeah. Anxiety analysis, swimsuit, sunset, pleasure, music. Oh, none of these words are cool. Anxiety. Hey, Yuri. Massacre, Jesus. Scars, alone, cry, cheeks, comfort. Comfort. Melancholy. Tenacious, that's my favorite word. Not really, but wrath? Depression. Vitality. Philosophy, hopeless, clumsy, insight, defeat. I get that a lot in Overwatch. No. I mean, she has really cutesy ones, so if I wanted to, maybe like clumsy or summer would be one for her, but we're gonna ignore Natsuki. We're gonna neglect Natsuki. Philosophy. Alright, well that's Yuri, without a doubt. So my vocabulary, man, I'm forgetting the word. Too much literature. Hi again. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. I am most adept to Natsuki. I don't think that's the right word, but whatever. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back to the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sawyer told me he didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you can certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. That's so mean. Wow. Not only is she calling her manga collection small, but she's being mean to her about it. Not cool, Monica. Not cool. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. That's factual. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Insert me always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is messy and it's distracting. Your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once? Is that so? You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. What does that mean, Yuri? How come you and me can become good friends too? Oh, I see. You can become good friends too. Sayori, huh? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Hey, it's only weird if you make it weird. Not to mention, you're increasing the tension there because you're acknowledging it in your own mind. Like, oh, Sayori, you silly goose. Oh, Yuri, I even brought you something today, huh? Wait, Sayori.
Definitely don't want a burning house, so very considerate, haha.
That is true. And they are neighbors, so if Sayori's house burns enough, my house will also burn. Oh, not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sorry made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What did I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal out of it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. Haram. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression as if she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. The Natsuki closet? I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Oh boy, I hate this scene. This is so awkward. Ah. Crud. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, but our eyes meet for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. I was focused and I probably would have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Uh-huh. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? Ah. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Oh, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. I'm pretty sure the entire fan base made a big theory out of what Portrait of Markov is. Because I'm pretty sure the game devs for this made a another game or something called Portrait of Markov. It's supposed to be a whole bunch of Doki Doki stuff. I don't know. Go watch Matt Pat's video. He goes in depth with all this crazy stuff. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be some nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Haha, the irony. So kind to buy two. Also, another funny story. Like I said, I collect a lot of the My Hero Academia manga, so there was one point, I think I had the first 5 or 6 volumes, sorry, spaced out. And I went to the bookstore. I was like, okay, let's kind of continue the My Hero collection. So I'm there, and I'm like, I don't know if I have volume 7 or 8, where I left off at. So I end up buying volume 7. I get back home, and I realize I have 2 volume 7s, and I'm like, oh, man, shoot. So, I mean, it happens. Especially if you don't keep track of all of it. I mean, granted, in this case, Yuri obviously bought it with the intention to give it to us to read, but I have had that happen. I've been so mindless as to buy a duplicate of a book I already had. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so Funny story. Not really. I just ended up giving it to another friend I had who liked My Hero Academia. Not many people I know are huge fans of it, and at the time, I couldn't really get anyone into it. I have a bunch of friends who like it now, not a bunch of friends, but old people in another friend group, they weren't really big anime fans, but then they got into My Hero, and
also like Yuri, haha.
Yeah. But yeah, I just gave it to another friend. I was like, here, you can have this. Happy birthday. Or I actually don't remember what the occasion was, but I probably said something along the lines of happy birthday, because my one-liners are limitless and very funny. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Oh boy. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange and new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. But I'm rambling, aren't I? Yuri would be really good at, like, analyzing shows. Like, if Yuri analyzed Breaking Bad, I'd love to hear her opinion on it. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Well, that's true. In fact, might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? Slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and I hold my book more between the two of them. Ah.
Cute, haha.
I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels as if my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. And I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page, Yuri slides under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. This guy is perpetually making things a lot worse than they need to be. You ape. Eh? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You know, he's used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Oh my gosh, there's no worse inner monologue than that. My boy, you're in a literature club reading. I gotta make it so weird. Oh my goodness. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Do you think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can't see It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment, but that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant more that it's kind of cute. Ah. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Thanks, Monica. You're a real one. I think it's about time we share our poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
Got to face your fears, laugh.
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright, I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you come find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sari and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sari's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in the composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Alright, who's our choice here? I mean, we know it's going to hit with Yuri, so, I mean, who else should we show it to?
Who do you want to share with?
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it with Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I wanted to know I'm putting in effort. Which is smart. That's true. Hi. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions to the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm not much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, I want to share your poem with me. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? It's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That is true. You keep expectations low, people don't expect things from you. It's a terrible, lazy way to live, but it works. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I've never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. Do your own thing. So keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, it's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina is already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little late. Oh, wait, hold on. I just skipped a whole line. It's just a little hole, it wasn't too bright, it was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in.
This book I loved also has poems in it, haha.
Really? Oh, there we go, hold on. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Apple and Rain? I'll check that out. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you like to call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Yeah, don't ask me to read that, Monica. I'm sorry, I didn't do you justice there. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on the specific points. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I love Monica. She's so cool. Who next? We'll do Natsuki. We haven't talked to her yet.
Those are very wise points.
Shoot. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I looked up the book and I had to get water because my throat is severely dry. I have not talked that much consistently for a while. My voice is probably going to be gone tomorrow. Alright. If you're not going to take this clip seriously, then go home. What?
Interrupting Natsuki. How rude laugh.
Oh, she can wait. Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? You think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem, the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd like to tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. That's kind of sad. People can try, but that's about it. Yeah, please you're gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because...
Sadness and terrible or laugh.
I mean, like, I'm actually trying to think about the poetry. That's where I'm coming from. So it's like, the meaning behind that, it's like animals do all these things flawlessly because it's like innate in their nature. Obviously, eagles fly, birds, whatever the scout says in the Cube too. But like, people can try, but that's about it. So it's just, it's such a pessimistic line. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, it's just this contrast of really simple things that are given. It's just like, all people can do is try. Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read but hits you hard. I mean, hey, perfect. Like in this poem. seeing everyone around you do great things can actually be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into this than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I love Natsuki too. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. That is true. I mean, I get where Monica's is coming from. Obviously, you need to know the entire game to make sense of that. I'm not going to comment too much on it because spoilers, but Monica's essentially trapped, trying to experience all these things, and she's on the inside of the box. So Monica, in and of herself, she's trapped, looking out on all these things and experiences. Alright. We're going to give it to Yuri. Yuri's turn. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Huh? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then it ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Huh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates that you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Oh, it's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, he trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I've been to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up writing styles separate from the topic matter. And they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both style and expressiveness are weakened. Okay, Yuri, thanks. So cool. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them, building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Now, I think you can be a little bit biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, or me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I thought Natsuki was harsh with Yuri's reading. I can't read cursive! Ah, I can, but gosh, it's gonna suck. Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of hair illuminate beneath the amber glow bathing. Oh, the amber glow bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm breathing air, the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I don't really get that one. No, that one's too deep for me. I also like to clarify, I was never like formally taught cursive, and I do have a little bit of issues reading it. Like, no joke, I think I probably have dyslexia, but cursive does not help. I feel really stupid presenting myself to the entire internet potentially, and I'm like, I can't read cursive yet, I'm a little unintelligent. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. No, her handwriting is really nice. It's just, I am incompetent. What? I wasn't thinking about that at all. It took you a long time to read. What? Well, I just don't read script very often. That's true. I should think your handwriting's pretty. Hey, it's almost as if they're like tapping into the conversation or something. That's a relief. Well, yes, Yuri, you have very pretty handwriting. Compared to my chicken scratch writing, that's a godsend. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Thanks, Yuri. I know I'm stupid. Just, give me my freaking hard hat. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? That was a very weird way to word that. Actually, this story isn't about a ghost at all. She almost has Redditor energy. She's almost too smart for her own good. She's so smart that I don't like talking to her because it makes me feel stupid. I must have totally missed the point. Yeah, you'd say that again. Well, I suppose you did only glance at it after all.
You had ghost experiences in past life.
That is true. I have had ghost experiences. But Yuri says it's not about ghosts. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Honestly, if I had to give that an interpretation, I would say Yuri is almost in like a setting of her own imagination, and she sees this figure that flickers. It's almost like a representation of herself from her own perspective. So there's like two Yuris, they're flashing at each other. I don't know. It is crazy though. I mean, that is very open to interpretation. I wonder how many different people who played this game had their own interpretation of it, and it was all different each and every time. Because in my mind, Yuri's poem is her in her own mind, self-reflecting to some degree. And there's like a darker part of her that like rears its ugly head, but she herself is also flashing back, like almost as if it's an ongoing war and a struggle, which we'll get to that. I didn't read that last line. Shoot. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Yeah.
To think about with Yuri, haha.
I mean, Yuri's a very deep character from what we're gathering, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Or that, see? I think I'm nailing the like metaphorical mind setting. And soon to be left with nothing. Maybe it's a past Yuri who is happy, who's stuck in that perpetual area of happiness. Maybe like an old home or, I don't know, place of comfort, like she said. And that her is watching the current her like fall and descend into darkness. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Yeah? It's nothing really. Yours is impressive too, so if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. No, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you. Me too. Thanks, Yuri. Alright, Sayori. Let's see. This is a good poem. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. It's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I'm doing, knowing how much this all means to her and all. Yeah. I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright. I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Yes, let's read it. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Oh boy, hers are probably really depressing. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like You miss me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I wonder if it's like religious undertones. I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. She like literally means the sky. I don't know. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. Oh, no. Hold on. Oh, no. We're her sunshine. That is so hard. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. Oh, no. That's so bad. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Well, I think Sayori or Natsuki has to be my favorite poems.
Sayori or Natsuki? When I say we're her sunshine, keep that in mind. Because Sayori has... I hate this game. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Oh yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It just came out nice. Or how should I put it? Sounds just like you. Really. Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Sayori, I feel... I wish I could permeate the layers of reality and just be there for this girl. This little woman, I don't know, even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I feel cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Oh, yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm going to write the best poem ever.
Yeah,
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even though they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand to theirs. This is a literature club after all. Sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper showing their respective poems. My favorite poem? I gotta go with Sayori or Monica's. Sayori or Monica. If the Sayori poem is what I think it is, then hers, but I also really like Monica's. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration, meanwhile Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Oh, did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute. Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out as nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Huh. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and I liked it too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And I like my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? That's not... you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that I appreciate my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Yeah, drama, right? Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who magically grew a size bigger as soon as I entered. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Hey. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain it to her. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Sorry. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right? Well... If I get dragged into this in the first place, it's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. I don't like this. You're agreeing with both? I think we asked Sayori for help. I can't choose. Natsuki glares at me, drawing up any words I had in my mouth. Instead, I turned to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori, huh? Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Well, that's her problem. It isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Well, you brought me into your conflict, so I don't care. Get out of here with this. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's her immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly what nobody likes. Stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? But because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were, big and beautiful. No!
Thank you, Sayori.
Right? Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a big expression. Out makes it too, very versatile. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is... Oh, yeah. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good at people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well... Guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. How about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learn something from your friends, too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Hey, need to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It surely has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier? Yeah, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, I just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. Pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayuri's internal monologue sometimes. Let's do this. Alright, do we try to go for a specific girl this time? Or do we still just go at it? Because, honestly, I'm probably going to end up getting Yuri again. I'm not too sure.
Honestly, I like Natsuki more, laugh either her or Sayuri.
Okay, we'll go for Natsuki then. Skirt, cheer. Nope, that was Sayuri, whoops. Kiss, two. So we're 2 for 2 right now? Maybe? Oh, it was a circle one. So 2 and 1. Candy. Shopping. Skipping the anime. Inferno. Who's married? Sayori? Really funny Sayori. Whoops. I might just end up getting Sayori. Funny.
Well, I did say either laugh.
That is fair, Flower. Oh, Sarah. Whoops. You didn't choose. Okay. Giggle. Kitty. Go Kitty. Okay, some email. Strawberry. Sparkle stars, chocolate. Sights. Chocolate. Lawn, blanket, rainbow. No. Hurt extreme loss. Alright, we got Natsuki. I'm pretty sure we got
Or
Natsuki.
Yuri. Sorry, laugh sad.
I really do, honestly, I don't know. I like Yuri the most, kind of. I'll be right back. sorry. I had to get more water because I'm dying. I usually do not talk this much, ever. I'll probably do this last day for the game, and then we'll,
I don't know yet myself on who. We'll have to think hard.
Probably just do this last day, and then we'll call it a stream, because it is getting pretty late.
Is it a bad thing?
What do you mean? Me not talking? Or talking too much? No, I'll be fine. It's just I'm not used to talking as much. I'll survive though. I'll be okay. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more
Talking too
comfortable
much.
here over the past few days. Oh no, I'll be fine. Don't worry. Appreciate the concern though. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hey, hi Sarah. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. It's pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. I guess it's always...
Okay, take care of yourself, haha.
Oh, I'll be fine, don't worry. I just don't want to be like gulping down any liquids on the mic because that's foul. I can't stand mouth noises or like eating or drinking noises personally, so out of respect for everybody, I will not do that on the mic. Granted, my mic is probably always bumping into my like shoulder where I have it. High quality audio anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Can you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. What? Go with her. Come on. That's not like you at all. I have my reason. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sarah? Huh? Why that? All of a sudden. No reason, man. Just wanted to look at it. Sarah nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch to make it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets all its contents sit on the best. Only 2 small coins fall out. Aha. Oh, I see. I knew it. It's the referee, Sarah. That's not fair. How'd you even know? Sensible. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. Either you're not hungry, you want an excuse to take a walk, or you planned to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would eat something. There's one more thing, you're always hungry, so that only leaves one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. You're a sudden giggle, huh? I didn't know if she was listening in person, but always. Ah, I wasn't listening or anything. This dialogue is great. It was just something in my book. Yuri. I wanted to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved with that. Oh, okay. Alright, Yuri. For sure. We only don't get people involved when it's convenient for us, huh? I see. I get you. Don't sweat it. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. That is true. That is good financial advice that I don't take because I play games like Overwatch. And frankly, after pulling your studiously stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Huh? I didn't mean that. I get too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, dude. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that.
You're really looking at us too
I did
after
something
saying
bad
the
in my
black.
after the revolution. Yeah. Retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sarah. I guess there's a little devil inside us all of us. Don't let her flee. Sarah knows exactly what she's doing. I would buy Sailor a snack, I think. After all, she told you guys she would bring me to the club before she even told me. But she wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick not to see and make them. Oh, hey, that is pretty smart. Come on, give me some that there. I don't know where something smacks her in the face. Oh, with that. Yeah. Ow. What was that? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Story going to that? Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Yeah, no, she's not wrong. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It's totally worth seeing the reaction though.
Laughing.
That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Siri hugs your cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Siri tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Siri suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still really happy that you share this one. Suri gets out of her seat and bends behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Oh jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to the nice jewelry offer. Suri suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. She's a miss! What a miss! Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthful Siri trots away to safety.
What a greedy person.
Oh, she's just a little menace. She's fine. You're in my lap as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Siri? That's the glance isn't there. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have you heard anything about her being listed? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do with it. She's pretty popular after all. Right? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That is a key line there. We're gonna take note of that. Let's save actually. Yeah, that's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys aren't worried or anything. Okay. Monica chose a club over her boyfriend after all. So strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica physically glanced over him. Never mind that. What helped you up in there? Well, my life group today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. It makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. You might have heard it because I was practicing piano. Piano? I was never you played music as well, Monica. Don't really. Just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. It's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better. Yay. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Let's, in that case, what you got? Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to put any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've practiced in that for a lot of reasons. And I'd really like the chance to share it once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, did I miss anything? I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Siri's mischievous escapade. Me? Yeah. When I was in 5th grade, I played the trombone in band. I played the trombone. It's kind of more just by circumstance, because that's what I was dealt. That's what I got, so I ended up getting my own and all that kind of stuff. So it wasn't bad. I think I would like to learn guitar. There's no way I'm ever going to put the effort in to learn that, let alone buy a guitar, because expensive, I have to assume very time consuming. Granted, I'd love to. If I could just like have one miscellaneous skill.
A pain to build, haha.
Oh man. I always kind of wanted to play the clarinet because of Squidward and SpongeBob, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, trombone. Piano would be really cool as well. Piano would be cool. And then guitar, but there's no way I'm gonna be able to do that. Well, I have an ocarina from Legend of Zelda. I would love to learn how to play that. I had a songbook that came with it when I received it, but I I guess I lost the songbook because
I want to learn guitar too. What kind?
Probably just an acoustic guitar. I've never really been big on electric. I did have an electric guitar when I was younger. Basically, I had a family member who had this friend who was moving, and they were just like, hey, we don't need this guitar anymore, or this speaker for it, so we're going to give it to you, and the family member gave it to me. So I technically had the opportunity to learn how to play electric guitar, but I was not good at it, and then eventually I don't know. It got ruined by means of which I had no control over, so kind of just how the crumbles, I guess. I'm sure not to end up complaining to it. It looks like everyone's already settled down. I mean, other than the clarinet, are there any other guitars? I mean, guitar and clarinet. I mean, anything else, or are those two your main choices? Siri somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to the book, and Natsuki disappeared in the closet. Gremlin behavior. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh in the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just going to mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You mean manga, right? Ah, sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out whether the other person's interested.
Not really. I am not too big on instruments, but I like neon cyberpunk musics.
Really? If you like cyberpunk music, look at the 2077 soundtrack. Let me find it, actually. There is my favorite OST from Cyberpunk. Is this. Oh, shit. I mean, since I'm already on YouTube, I might as well share in chat. If you really, I don't know if it'll be your type of music, but my personal favorite Cyberpunk one is very, like, techno-y-esque-ish. It's that.
URL.
Yeah, it's just called The Rebel Path. It's, an unreleased OST for the game, but ultimately, yeah. So if you're interested, I think it's good. I like it, but that's just me. Yeah, that's kind of true, though. I really don't sit there and mention the fact that I like manga or anything unless I know the other person does. Especially being a My Hero Academia fan. I think that's one of those situations where it's like, you kind of have to tread cautiously, because people probably gonna think you're a weirdo, given how massively vile the fan base is.
Could you please send a link on Instagram? ILL listen tomorrow.
Yeah, I can send it after the stream, if that's more convenient. But yeah, I mean, usually I don't care what people think about me, and that's usually not a huge issue, but if there's someone or in some situation where I want to make a good impression, I try to be a little more cautious about the information I reveal. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the one and might even near the rest. Much better. See the box set with one missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. Natsuki would hate my collection because I have so many, like, one-off volumes. I also have, like, 3 volumes of Kaiju number 8. I wonder if that's still going. Hopefully it didn't get canceled. I know there's an anime that's supposed to come out, but the animation looks a little iffy. I know that feeling.
Well, I just want us to be part of the club to laugh, to feel, and enjoy.
Fair enough. I get a closer look at the box. So she's in Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on the door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, that's because at the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated swimming poses. Ironic. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Jamie takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. I mean, Yuri and I did. Man, what's that? I guess it's easy to be close together like this. Don't say that. What do you feel weird about it? Natsuki crosses her arms and squishes an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to reading. Not that I could say it's a particularly bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again reaches closer, replaying the musician's face. She hopes I didn't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
So picking words that resembles the characters mean you'll hang out with them?
So that seems to be the case. I don't exactly know how the process works. So I don't know if I was predetermined to talk to Natsuki on this day or what. But I assume since I chose words that correspond to her, I get the cutscenes with her. To my knowledge. I think we have one more day after this before things go crazy. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happening yet, so I can't talk. I can talk at the same time.
Oh well, it is good to do Sayori next then.
I don't remember the context of her scene, but it's a little... Hers is a little weirder. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typically slice of life affair. A typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is it going to be plot? Well, obviously. I think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot. I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's really a funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of going on. Like where they're getting to their backstories and some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Okay, I had to double take that. Is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you.
Yeah,
Hey,
stop
wait.
judging already, laugh.
What's that supposed to mean? That's to use me like a shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Huh, good save. Shepard seems like it's about Doki. It's an interesting guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? Yes. Just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking at the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's a manga. I hate to admit it, but Death Note kind of like put me on the track to like policing. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, obviously I'm not there yet, but I was kind of like, I mean, Death Note's one of my favorite anime series, and I'm just watching through it and all the funny little mental gymnastics and all the cool investigation stuff. I'm just like, wow, huh? Wouldn't it be cool to do that? Kind of, not really. I mean, it just gave me the idea for it. I didn't really take inspiration from like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be L, quirky detective who sits like a Neanderthal or something. No hate to L, he's my favorite character, but I was like, huh, maybe being a private investigator would be pretty cool. I I don't really know if I 100% have the intellect for it, but I mean, I'll get there. I'll make it work.
Mine extreme. I want to be a scout soldier laugh.
See, now that one's a little too far. You better hope you have some sort of Titan powers that you can shift somehow. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from the manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who might have said? Oh,
no laugh with me.
We read on for a few more minutes. Finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't going for you? It's not. You know you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get super excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? If you share your manga with your friends? Did you not rub it in? Jeez. Oh, sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, hey, you still haven't gone out of it yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Natsuki has violent tendencies. I know. These kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers every time. It's probably harder for someone like you. Huh? That's pretty accurate. Which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least he's safer in the cover. At least it's safer
I
in
know
the
the
cover.
feeling. I hate my cousins further than hating anime Genshin, haha.
Some people just are predisposed to hating something. It's really lame. It's literally a lame mindset. Especially since, like, in modern years, there's been a huge insurgence of people who enjoy anime and manga. Like, the same people who bullied me for it back in elementary school or primary school, they're, like, on hype trains now, talking about anime and pop culture because it's the cool, hip thing to do. And I'm just like, you hypocritical twat. I had an absolutely miserable time in class because I liked something that you ended up liking 20 years later. You suck. I hate you. Lame bozo loser behavior. Corny behavior, actually. I digress. It's not that deep. At least it's safer in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, just can't link in. Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems, maybe. But at least you're enjoying it yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. Flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. Totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Nori is my favorite character.
I understand how you feel. That's ridiculous. I got kicked out of the group because of my love, but I wear my Scout's necklace and not hide it.
I mean, that's just a necklace. That's silly. Like, I understand that there are anime fans out there who take it a little too far, and it's kind of weird to be out with them in public, but, like, if you're just wearing a necklace or something really simple, like, it's not that big a deal. Like, if someone's standing on top of a table shouting something anime related, like, that's really cringe. Like, there's obviously basic public decency. But if someone's wearing, like, a shirt or a necklace, like, what? Literally, when I was in high school, all I wore was anime shirts. And eventually I made no friends, but I also stopped getting picked on about it, because, I don't know, I was probably pretty privy to punching people in the mouth if they just continued to bother me, so it is what it is. But it gets especially bad when, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her
Well,
usual
that's mainly
gossip tone.
because I enjoy that kind of stuff, but I mean the necklace is to show I ain't hiding how I feel.
And there's nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, what I'm trying to say about like anime fans and stuff is the only time it really gets bad is when people are being indecent in public. Which it's not even like mutually exclusive to anime fans and stuff like that. Like those guys are out there, they're the cringe whores, but you can say the same for like frat people, like fraternity people. You got like the girl version of it, whatever that's called, I forgot. It's like you just have people being obnoxious douches. That's where the line is drawn. That's what makes college kids annoying. That's what makes anime fans cringy. That's what makes anyone anything, is when they're just a nuisance about it. Someone literally just wearing something, that's not a problem. I don't know why people are so hypercritical on everything. I don't know. But in any case, I'm sorry. It sucks. People suck. If she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that, and being able to provide that to not speak for him is a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry.
It is okay. Make sure we have enough time. At least we both appreciate it.
Yeah. You do look pretty cozy over there, huh? Natsuki notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You just give me it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Well, yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you can take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. Like tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. Oh my goodness. But I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of her?
Take it seriously, laugh.
Yeah. Hey, I feel it. Don't binge your manga. When I was in primary school as well, I brought manga to school. I still have a couple of them. Actually, the Pokemon Adventures manga. I love that forever and always. It's such a great manga. Great adaptation of Pokemon. Very dark. Occasionally. I always brought those in my backpack. Just to read it like once or whatever. I think I ended up binging one, and it like devastated me. Alright then. Stand up. I returned to where I put my stuff and carefully slipped the book in my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? I think we're gonna go talk to Sayori. Oh my goodness, this is so good. Yeah, I love it. Especially after yesterday's poem. Ugh, you're too honest sometimes, Sayori. No, really, but really. I want to put this on my wall. Can I? Sayori. I must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive.
What if someone bent your manga?
I wouldn't be so kind as to let someone borrow it. But if it was like a trusted friend or something, I was like, okay, here, you get the pass, you can do this. And they bent it, I'd be like, you keep this volume, you're getting the new volume. Because this is unacceptable. I mean, that's just a common courtesy. If someone lends you something and it comes back in worse condition than when you gave it to them, I think it's only common courtesy to be like, okay, I'll replace it. I mean, honestly, it depends. Because I'm really, like, OCD pet peeve about things like that. Like, if I give someone something and it gets ruined, I kind of flip. Are you sure you don't just like it because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better a lot.
That is fair. Treat things carefully how the owner would.
Exactly. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a me poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works, so then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing I like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want me to write? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up being hurt at some point. I hate this. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? That's the word I'm looking for. Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Savory. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Savory, that's unexpectedly poetic. Oh, is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, right? Bottles. Pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tiny, but there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe, and put the bottle on a shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Whoa. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle cap. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends, and they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, pouring them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, echo, echo inside my head. Siri, did you actually really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. See that?
Wow.
That was kind of creepy. I mean, I did a terrible job of reading that, but wow, that, creepy. Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, and you should be proud of it. Thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm going to keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Siri's always had a habit of being obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. Seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be so pessimistic. Who should I show my passion next? Yuri's not going to like it. We'll try Monica. Hi again. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for the day? Sure, here you go. Then I come to Monica. Alright. I like it. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. No, jeez. Oh no. Kind of makes me think of something not so cute, but she's a good writer too. Let's take that as a compliment. You say so. There are lots of poems or stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad, and sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. See, so you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in the poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop from violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing chalkboard on a turntable, like playing vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me? Wait a minute. It's even more abstract than the last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it. Oh, I never said that. It's just kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. See, it's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of language or feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. That is, I should have did that. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this still even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for you today. Thanks for listening. She just broke the fourth wall. I wonder how she did that. You're not gonna like it. We'll just skip through here.
Breaking the fourth wall.
I see. Breaking the fourth wall, yep. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying something different. You were inspired by Natsuki's poem? Or Sayori's perhaps. Well, I guess you could say that. I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I write them for myself. Yuri, no! Not for anyone else. Yuri, no! I'm sorry. So I don't really need people to like them or anything. Yuri, sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, I try to do something in your style. If I tried to do something in your style, I'd probably just do a terrible job. See, I'm sorry. My stupid mind likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to wake your brain. Turn a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's when we truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have one example of that if you'd like to read it, of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? You nodded to me like an English poem. A raccoon, it happened in the dead of the night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scurrying of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as unordinary human. I gave a raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious, well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom? The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon and urge. Ugh. The moon. I think it's increments or increases. I don't think it's increases. That looks like a T. I think that's increments, it's phases and effects. That much more light. Increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. A slice of bread, fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the more satisfied image. The raccoon has taken to follow me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always hungry. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows excitement. A rush of blood, classic. Heavily conditioning. I slice the bread.
I got lost halfway.
Feed myself again. I mean, this entire thing is an allegory for self-harm. I wouldn't look too deep into it. So it's like a reference of the raccoon wanting bread and her wanting the knife, if you will. There's a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can't recursive smoothly to save my life. I'm sorry, guys. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. I can.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's... Because, like, the way the raccoon yearns for the bread is how she yearns for the knife. There was one line, it was like... The raccoon is the urge and the knife is something... I don't remember what it said. It's the close to my preferred writing style. Using canvas to express my emotions through them. Yeah, I take it at face value and I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way that it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. People would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Excuse me. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable, after all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. I'm glad that you're a good listener. All of these characters are so tragic. That's Grease, my poem. She keeps glancing at me back at the poem as she must have read it more than once. Aren't you supposed to be bad at this? Is that a compliment? No, I mean, hopefully she goes to find out what she wants. I just expected a lot less after what she showed me yesterday. That's all. Well, I guess I just got lucky with this one. Yeah, exactly. You just got lucky, you know? Don't get used to it. That's another big trait of the tsundere archetype. They like put you down. You want to always manage to write a poem that's cute. I mean well written. No, so that's how it is. My poem's cute. Oh, why are you smiling? It's not like cute things. She shoves my poem back towards me. Huh? Reading it again, I decided that it's not so great after all. It's too cute and Doki Doki. It would only impress, girls who like those kinds of things. For some reason, Natsuki is incredibly easy to see through. Well, anyway, you're gonna read mine now, right? Judging by your taste, you'll probably like it a lot. You'll probably learn something too. Don't forget who the real pro is. What is this? Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggling, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has lots of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better. The world is better off without spiders. Spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. Of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have time to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. I mean, maybe I'm stretching here, but I think she's referring to Yuri in that one, because obviously she doesn't like Yuri. And it helps you realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that. That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I write it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Oh, it could be about her. No, that's a good point. Talking to myself here. It could be, like, other people's perspective on her, maybe? But alternatively, I think it might be about Yuri. It's either an expression of how she hates herself, or how other people hate her, or how much she hates Yuri. Because I think Natsuki might know about Yuri's self-harm, which is a spoiler.
Could be what we talked about before with anime and manga too.
I'm thinking that's what it is. I just realized I spoiled a massive part of the story. Oh well. Something that you're afraid if people find out they make fun of you, think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Okay, I'm thinking it's her hobbies. I don't know how popular Yuri is. I don't know. I'm not thinking too much about it. It's either about her or it's about Yuri. Who cares about what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think you really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar to that, huh? You say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make fun of each other. Shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things, really. Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not if there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behavior and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. The way you put it sounds like she learned a lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. That's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone could just come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really need to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayuri has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great. That doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Nazi. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine it reshapes your head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding your imaginings, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all here in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remains silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been really trying hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around for everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't have a choice. It's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh, boy. Oh, gosh. I'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips her notebook to the specific poem that she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting the poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion and each time she recites bringing others to life. Is this something she's done before or simply natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes this. What's that word? The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was way too good. That was so good, Monica. Thanks. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches the sheet of paper between her hands as she stands up, keeping her head down as she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called Yuri Pinches the Glasses, glances at each of us. After image of a crimson eye, Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting up so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fiercely
Which poem is your favorite today?
Today? Monica's didn't really make too much sense. Probably Natsuki's, because I can't deduce it myself. So I think I'll roll with Natsuki. We'll give Natsuki it. Or Sayori, but Sayori she got a special place. The poem is full of twists and turns and structure that she enunciates at perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's famous.
Say, not biased, but we relate, haha.
Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and gives Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, we were just so caught off guard we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thanks for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it when you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. See. Okay then, Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice is made as a perfect match. The poem isn't endlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into something I thought I knew through and through. Give me 1 second. This little section is going on way too long. But I could go without water, but no. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even I liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems would work quite as well with that kind of delivery. And I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do.
Well, I am enjoying it, haha.
Next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you. We don't have much time for the festival. Okay, so who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before me. It's not like I can compare space anyway. Might as well let me or everyone stand a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. You're enjoying it? Oh, no, yeah. I mean like vocally. This has been probably the longest section so far, the longest day. I was going to take a break after we finished it and probably end the stream, but honestly, I'd rather not be coughing every 20 seconds. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive positive feedback. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your
I do need to sleep to laugh.
I mean, hey, if you want to go, feel free. Honestly. I was going to stop and save it right here, but probably... Yeah, I have to go to bed as well. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright, then I should leave you alone. Yeah, I'm going. Not sleep begrudgingly gets out of your
I
seat.
kinda don't want to miss it, though.
The poem is called... Are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She helps back to her seat. That wasn't bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well. Do you at least feel prepared not to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put it on whatever place I want for other people. When it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, not to me. It would be the other way around for me. Reality is so... Well, I guess in that case, I should worry about the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice with it. But before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time which I'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. Alright, I think that's a good enough stopping point. Honestly, I think this is new content. I don't remember. It's been quite a few years since I played it. I played it when I was in high school. That was like...
Wanna guess time? Laugh.
Your time? It's probably gotta be like 4 in the morning for you, right? Almost 4:30. I really am sorry. I completely forgot about time. I thought I would be ending the stream like 20-30 minutes ago, but no. This day here took ages. But yeah. I just have to remember to stream it from my alternate account because I accidentally gave out my real name last time.
I am surprised, only because we talked about Hooked on You last.
Yeah. Yeah. What it turned into. But I think this is a pretty chill, relaxed game to stream. I'm enjoying this so far. It's pretty time consuming. I mean, my voice is probably going to be strained for the next few days.
520 why I am quiet. Don't apologize though.
Oh, 520. Wow, shoot. Yeah, well, we're gonna call it through then, because I also have to go to bed and go to work in the morning. So there's that. All right. Well, I see we have a couple of people in here, a couple other people in chat. So I mean, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Every lurker is appreciated one way or another. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this. Hopefully my voice isn't too terrible, and hopefully you guys can bear with me as I my everything skips ahead of my nose.
Conversation and stream.
Yeah, no. Thanks for stopping by, sir. Thanks for hanging out. For everyone else, I'll see you guys later.